All right. If you're lawfully present in a house, can you manipulate an object to check its serial number? All right, the more is going to come here, right? So this is a question from an officer in California. All right. Also, I just want to say I'm on the road here doing this, obviously a roadside chat, and at the National Addiction Conference in Chicago. Great experience. I'm speaking here. I'm actually one of their speakers here for search and seizure, case law updates, and so forth. I want to give a shout out to my friends at Desert Snow. All right. So I attended one of your classes in LA. So this is a California cop. Here's the deal. Officers are in a house for lawful reasons, such as consent, exigency, maybe a domestic. While inside they see something they suspect is stolen in plain view. Can they manipulate it to read the serial numbers? Let's say it's a unique bike that was recently stolen. Is that immediately recognizable? Or how about it's a box of power tools that match a recent grand theft? Do you see these two as the same? Are we in a search warrant situation here? Okay, here's the rule. There's plain view and there's plain view seizure. I want you to separate these out for you, okay, for me. Plain view is nothing more than right to be, right to see, hear, and smell, right? Right to be, you can look at things and you can use your God-given senses. The only God-given sense that gets a little touchy under plain view is when you start touching things. Okay, so then you have plain view seizure. Add the word seizure at the end, and you also have to add one more requirement, that the evidence can be obtained without conducting another constitutional intrusion. So if you are in a house lawfully, and you see an object in plain view that is immediately recognizable as evidence, contraband, fruits, or totalities of a crime, and you're in the house, you can physically grab that piece of evidence without a search warrant because you're lawfully present and there is no additional intrusion to grab it. If you're walking by a garage, and you're not inside the house, right? You're just walking down an alleyway, the guy's garage is open, and you see a stolen bicycle in that garage, you cannot walk into that garage and seize the bicycle, even though it is in plain view. The problem is it's not plain view seizure because you don't have a constitutional right under these facts to walk into this guy's garage and take the property out of there. You would need something else to get you lawfully present. Exigency, consent, or search warrant generally are the three. Okay, going back to the situation here. The key question for my officer is this. Does the officer have probable cause that the bicycle is stolen before the manipulation? If all the cop has is reasonable suspicion, you're going to lose the case. That is Arizona versus Hicks, United States Supreme Court, where a cop manipulated a stereo to see a serial number. Yes, it was stolen, but the cop cannot manipulate things based on reasonable suspicion alone. You need probable cause to seize it, and of course you get the serial number under plain view. But that's the key here. So if we're looking at that bike, do we have a fair probability that that's stolen? Well, look at the totality of circumstances. How unique is that bike? What about this guy's history? Is he, one of your common thieves in town? Has he been arrested for theft? Is he abnormally nervous about the bike? If you ask him, man, that's a really nice bike. Where'd you get it from? Oh no, my friend gave it to me. And you know that bike is probably worth money. Look at those things. The other thing is that answers these plain view questions is, all right, before I ask you whether you can seize it or answer it, let me ask you this. Do you believe a judge would give you a warrant? And you're like, yeah, I think so. And I say, okay, well, tell me why. X, Y, Z. And then I say, well, there you go. You're giving me plain view. See, right? Plain view is that the object is immediately apparent as contraband, evidence, or fruits and signs of crime. So tell me why first you think that it's evidence and you have probable cause. Then we go to the next question about whether or not you can seize it. Does that make sense? It's the same thing with the box of tools. You want to start rummaging through this box of tools? All right, tell me, why do you have probable cause? If you don't have probable cause and you're just kind of like going off a hunch here, you're not going to win that case. So maybe you do something else if you don't have probable cause. Maybe you ask for consent, but that's what you need. If you think you can get a search warrant, then you have probable cause. But if you're wrong on that, and the judge is like, hey, I thought, you think you had probable cause out there. I'm telling you, I don't think you did. I don't think a box of tools without anything else is enough for probable cause. I would never give you a warrant on that. Then you're going to lose that case. But that answers your question, okay? There you go, all right? So I hope you got something out of this case. I think it's a great scenario that cops run into all the time. And so I hope it helps, all right? If it has helped, like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. And at the end of the day, I hope I've helped you get it right every single time. All right, guys? All right.